Alright, stop what you're doing. Because this story is not just gossip, it's not just tabloids, and it's definitely not nothing. The president's health is becoming a national issue whether the White House likes it or not. And here's the part that should worry everyone. The same people screaming about transparency for years are now doing everything they can to hide, downplay, and gaslight Americans about what's actually going on. This isn't about age jokes. This is about power, timing, and what happens when a presidency starts running on denial instead of reality. If that concerns you even a little bit, smash the like button right now, and let's break this down.
We have some news right now. A new report outlines increasing signs of aging for Donald Trump as health concerns mount heading into 2026. A new Wall Street Journal report outlines exactly how Donald Trump has aged significantly over the past couple of years, and especially recently. A recent interaction between Trump and Pam Bondi at the RNC even highlighted how he gave Pam Bondi a high five. Her ring nicked him, causing his hand to bleed. Why? Because his skin has become so delicate. The report also outlines how Trump regularly disregards medical advice. He chooses to rely on, quote, good genetics rather than the advice of medical professionals. He avoids exercise, citing that it's just boring. He maintains a diet of fast food like McDonald's. He has for 25 years taken 325 milligrams of aspirin, which is nearly 4 times the standard dose. And it all comes as we see the discoloration on both of his hands now. And the White House is not being transparent. Spread the word, follow for more.
All right, I want to be careful setting the stage here, because I don't usually devote an entire video to someone's health. When I've discussed presidential health before, it's always been in the context of something larger: transparency, accountability, trust, and real policy consequences. That's why this matters now. Trump's health is no longer just personal. It's intertwined with how this administration operates, how information is withheld, and how power is being aggressively consolidated ahead of the midterms. When economic data gets buried, press access is restricted, reporters are smeared, and legitimate questions are waved off as witch hunts. You have to ask, what are they trying to outrun? Which brings us to the article that exploded overnight. As signs of aging emerge, Trump responds with defiance. That headline says it all. Not transparency, not reassurance, but defiance. Now, this article really took off after it was highlighted by Richard Hanania, and I want to lead with the quote that made people's jaws drop. Because this isn't spin, this is from people around Trump. Quote, Trump's skin is so delicate that Pam Bondi, now his attorney general, made his hand bleed when her ring nicked him during a high five. Let that sink in. This is the same man who sells himself as invincible, unstoppable, the strongest president ever. Yet he can't even high-five without bleeding. And this isn't about mockery. It's about a growing, dangerous gap between image and reality. People quickly noticed something else. Trump's right hand looked swollen, discolored, and bruised. So much so that he's reportedly been switching hands during public appearances. So let's go to the Wall Street Journal itself. Always read primary sources. I'll link it in the description. And while you're there, subscribe to Breaking Supporters so we can keep cutting through the noise. According to the article, Trump admits he's taking more aspirin than his doctors recommend. He tried compression socks for ankle swelling but stopped because he didn't like them. He also regrets getting advanced imaging, not because of what it showed, but because it drew attention. His exact words, "In retrospect, it's too bad I took it because it gave them a little ammunition." Think about that. He regrets the imaging not for medical reasons, but because people found out. That tells you everything about his priorities. This is classic Trump. He doesn't care about process. He doesn't care about outcomes. He cares about optics. Just like crime. Just like the economy. Just like foreign policy. Just like COVID. The article reminds us that Trump is 79 years old, the oldest person ever to take office. And yes, Biden was older when he left, but Trump entered the presidency older than Biden did. And according to people close to him, the signs of aging are obvious in private and increasingly obvious in public. He gets little sleep, 4 to 5 hours a night. He struggles to stay awake during televised events. People in meetings reportedly have to speak louder because he strains to hear. Aside from golf, he doesn't exercise. His diet is heavy on salt and fat, burgers, fries, fast food. And I've got to say this personally. I'm young, I try to take care of myself, and I feel it immediately when I don't sleep or eat right. The idea that this isn't catching up to him is fantasy. Doctors encouraged him to lower his aspirin dose because it's causing bruising. He refused. Why? Superstition. His words. And then we get to the part they clearly didn't want highlighted. The article says Trump has actively concealed ailments. He covers bruises with makeup. He downplayed COVID. He didn't disclose a colonoscopy. And now, the physical signs of aging are becoming harder to hide. The hand bleeding incident. The makeup. The denials. And here's the irony. This is the same man who accused Joe Biden nonstop of hiding health issues. If you agree this hypocrisy matters, hit the like button right now. Even setting health aside for a moment, look at the pattern. Biden's biggest messaging failure was claiming the economy was great while people were struggling. That disconnect cost Democrats trust. But Trump isn't just disconnecting, he's gaslighting. He's yelling that affordability is a hoax, that the economy is in a golden age, that nothing is wrong. And now he's doing the same thing with his health, except worse. He's mad that he got scanned, mad that people noticed, mad that reality intruded. That's not leadership. That's denial under pressure. Aaron Rupar summed this up perfectly in a thread highlighting just how absurd this article is. Trump admits to applying makeup to his hands. He claims photos of him asleep are just him blinking. He denies what millions have seen with their own eyes. And then the article closes with this. Joe Gruters recounts Trump eating a quarter pounder, a Big Mac, fries, and a fish fillet in one sitting. If this piece was meant to reassure Americans, it did the opposite. Now let's get to the comments, because wow, people are not holding back. First comment says, paraphrased, rotten on the outside as well as the inside. That's not just anger, that's people expressing moral exhaustion. Next comment, the swollen hand is nothing compared to the damage he's done to the world. That one hit hard. People are connecting physical decline with the consequences of policy. Another says, sane Americans are tired of the cruelty and sadistic stupidity. That comment has hundreds of likes. That tells you how fed up people are. Then this one, I'll take Biden's worst day over Trump's best day anytime. Whether you agree or not, that comparison is everywhere now. Hate rots the body. Short, brutal, and clearly resonating. Here's an important one though. People have the right to know the exact health condition of the president, period. That's not partisan. That's democratic. And finally, one that really sums it up. And they accused Biden's cabinet of hiding his health conditions. Exactly. That's why this matters. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. Supportive, critical, all of it. That's what this channel is for. Here's what happens next. The White House keeps denying. The press keeps digging. Photos keep surfacing. And the gap between image and reality keeps growing. This isn't about wishing ill on anyone. It's about accountability, transparency, and whether Americans are being told the truth about who's holding the most powerful office on earth. I'm going to leave it there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. This year is going to matter more than people realize. If you found this breakdown valuable, smash the like button. Subscribe to Breaking Supporters for daily, no BS commentary. And stay tuned, because the next story coming down the pipeline connects directly to this one. I love you all. See you in the next video. Peace.